Whew. We're here. Maddie was into it today. Maddie's feeling the music. We're live. I just got the notification on my phone, so you did too, so you should be watching, anybody out there. We're here. It was a Martinsville race. It wasn't a great one. I think it's kind of getting a little too much hate. Was it hard to pass? Yes. That's why the title of this is Dirty Air Dominates Martinsville. But I think overall it was an okay race. Not great, not bad. It is a little disappointing that Ryan Preece probably had the fastest car in the field, and when he got mired back to 20th, he couldn't do anything. Like he was stuck. So that was a little frustrating. I think that's something we need to look at. A lot of talk right now about that this car needs some fixing, because I think it does. And team owners are saying, let's do it now, because we'll be ready for next year if we do it now, make changes. We wouldn't be ready, like at least with the engine supply. We'll go around here. Wessel, Sal, and then, of course, Matty will unleash his two dudes all over us. Wessel, what are your thoughts on the race?
The race, I'm not going to say that it's all the car.
Ooh.
Because over the first 80 laps of the race, Ryan Preece only fell off like 1 second?
Like
1.2 seconds or something like that. So like they need to do something with the tires here.
I get that.
I think I messaged it in our group chat about
yes.
groove tires. I am all in on switching to groove tires. Yeah.
Everywhere?
Short tracks. Tried it short tracks first.
Okay. I like that.
I wouldn't say everywhere yet, but
okay.
Something to kind of change it up, because there's just not enough tire wear.
It has to be. It can't be like too extreme though.
Yeah.
They have to find a balance.
I seem like it felt like we kind of saw some of the magic of running groove tires in the truck race, because we saw the debut
they were a little
of
too quick,
wet
though.
tires. Yeah.
The fall off was a little much on those.
Yeah.
Like you only got.
But you can find like a good medium. Those are like meant for specific different purposes.
I think that could help, and it would make it harder. Like you'd slide more, I think. So
yeah,
I like that. Sally, what were your thoughts?
I thought it was a slight improvement from last year. Just they need to figure something out with it, like the owners are basically saying, because they need to figure something out this year, because who knows how long we're going to be with this car. And if this is something that's going to keep happening at this track, it's in danger probably of either getting cut down to, I feel like NASCAR would like cut it down to one race or something like that if it sees too many people complaining about it. As for the groove tires, I agree with Weasel that probably help somewhat with the tire fall off. I don't think going based off of the truck race would be like, yeah, you saw what it would do, but it wouldn't be the best because those are like rain tires and they completely did not use it for the in my opinion, I don't think they used it for the actual purpose that it was meant for.
That was kind of
it was very weird how they have rain tires, but they spent 30 minutes to dry the track before they ran.
Yeah, and then whenever
they're like damp tires.
I was just gonna say they're moist. They're moist tires. NASCAR just doesn't want to tell you that.
But even then, I feel like they waited way too long, because by the time they were out there doing pace laps,
it was already drying up.
Could have been on slicks there.
Yeah. So that was kind of a mess. We'll get more into that. We didn't talk about it. Kyle Larson did win. I do think he was fast at the end. It seemed like a couple of the Hendrick guys came on strong towards the end, him and Chase Elliott. But overall, SHR was really impressive. Ryan Preece dominated the first half of the race. Then Chase Briscoe led a lot of laps too. I think SHR probably combined led for over halfway of the race, or maybe almost like 3/4 of it, because Preece had 135, Briscoe had 100, and I think Harvick led a handful as well. So they probably combined almost led 300 laps. So it's a really impressive day for them. And Almirola ran up front too. So it's nice to see SHR do well. But it's time for everybody's favorite segment, our little Italian stallion there on the bottom right.
It's the favorite segment for now. We got something in store for you,
dude. We got
later.
something. We got something for later. We got something for later. Let's get this cooking here. Oh, there he is. Our guy. Here we go. Hit it, Maddie.
Alrighty, not a bad race overall. Definitely not. I think it was a little boring, but there were definitely more races this year that were more boring than that. Just my overall opinion on the race. My first dude's gonna be Kyle Larson. He was definitely quick during the final stage. Not really much more to say. It's not like he was completely dominant. And then my second dude's gonna be Bubba Wallace. Bubba was able to finish 9th for a top 10, although NASCAR must have a vendetta against him, because if you go on their website, it says he finished 0 and got no points at all throughout the race. And I'm going to give an honorable mention for like the second time in 3 weeks. I'm going to honorable mention Chase Elliott.
Hey!
His first race back, and he was able to get a top 10. Like Mike said, him and Larson definitely improved throughout the race. So there we go.
Thank you, Maddie. Good set of dudes there from Matt. Did you guys know Chase Elliott was back?
It completely crossed my mind. No,
They didn't do a good job telling us that Chase Elliott was back. I think every time I scroll through, Wessel's muted.
You're
this
muted.
Idiot. You dummy. Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dummy. Yeah.
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 Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah. I totally didn't see like 15 ads for it on YouTube or anything like that.
Every time I scrolled through Twitter, I saw the Chase Elliott is back post. So
they're really trying for those ratings. They really were. Are the
we'll
ratings
find
coming
out. No, we'll find out. I think they'll be better.
Definitely.
He's got a lot of fans, but I will say I'm a Chase Elliott fan. We all know, but I was pretty impressed with him in the last run. He was I think it took a little while for him to get his feet wet again.
Where did he run most of the race? Kind of like around like 15,
mid-20s.
Mid-20s.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
was mid-20s for most of the race. Restarted like outside the top 20 late and got up to 10th in the last run. He was really like moving through the field too. Like, and in a race where people were not passing a lot, like I think he did the most passing in a short period of time, maybe compared to like Alex Bowman had a run earlier in the race where he randomly zoomed through the field and then never did anything after that. It was kind of odd. But Chase, good run for him, finishing 10th. What are our thoughts on Chase Elliott? I was not expecting him to be back this week. But clearly he's ready. He had no issue walking, it seemed like, and he finished well. So what are our thoughts on Chase being back?
Like you said, I wasn't really expecting him to be back this early. I was thinking like maybe next week at Talladega, where it's like a little easier on the leg and everything like that, because you don't have a whole lot of movement going on. But
right.
It's good to see him back. It's good for the ratings at least.
Yeah.
I saw like Couch Racer tweeted out it was like plus 500,000 in viewership probably, and that's we'll see whenever the ratings come out. But I think NASCAR's most popular driver being on track is
a good thing.
It's a good thing for the sport. Yeah,
that'll help. Yeah.
And
Sally,
he did amazing. He's
okay.
I mean, along with you guys, and I'm pretty sure everyone else, I was not expecting him to come back at one of the most demanding tracks as far as like using both feet to brake and go and all that. But I mean, it's great for the sport just to have him back. You could definitely tell Twitter was angry about it. So, but
they're mad. Like they complain about drivers not being promoted.
And then when one is promoted.
Yeah, but it was a bit much.
It was much. I thought leading up to it they were doing pretty good, but to have the commercial like right before you go on the air.
Yeah. He was on the Pat McAfee show. That's a good market for the generation of
That's the first good driver that he's had on too, because he's had on
Has he had one on?
He's had Ty Dillon.
Oh my God, that guy.
There was another one he had on too, didn't he? Didn't he
What's
have
he
on
doing
like
on there?
he was supposed to have on Chastain. That was a few months ago. I think that was not long after the Martinsville thing.
Why didn't it happen? Did Chastain just
No, yeah,
cancel?
Chastain he had something else he had to do, so it never happened.
Rip.
Gotcha. Yeah,
Maddie?
I thought it was
Yeah.
good. It's always good to have the most popular anything in any sport, like the most popular athlete in any sport to be there is definitely going to drive up ratings. I was impressed that he was able to have a top 10 in his first race back, with it being Martinsville, a demanding race. And like I didn't think either that he'd be there, but I kind of like I would kind of see why Chase would want to do it because at Martinsville. Because if you return at Martinsville and you can, even if you don't run well, but you can make it through the whole entire race, that's going to put in his mind that, okay, there's not a track on the circuit where I feel like my leg's going to be a factor and actually bother me if I can run Martinsville completely. And to do it and even finish top 10 is only going to be a momentum thing for me.
And he's got some good tracks for him coming up. You got Dover in a couple of weeks. You have the Coke 600, which seems like a race that he's had a chance to win at more than once, but hasn't. So let's just go through some news here. Well, actually, let's talk about the truck race. That was a mess. What a bad.
Can it?
Can the series?
Yeah.
I've
been saying that for years, though.
It's not going in the right direction, I will say.
No.
Yeah. Chase Briscoe had successful surgery on his finger today, so we hope he's doing well. I think
Alpha Chase.
And then hold on, I gotta get this right.
Now you just messed up the order. There you go.
Okay. Greg Biffle added to the NASCAR 75.
Oh, so you're running the New York paint scheme again?
No, the 75 greatest drivers.
75 greatest drivers.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I thought he made the entry.
Take a lap, bub. Take a lap.
That was deserved.
Yeah, it was. That's pretty bad, Matt. Who else was on there? Kane, Randy LaJoy.
Randy LaJoy was a pretty good one. I didn't even think about
Kane. Kane literally wrestled. What is he doing? What's Kane doing here? No, I know.
What the hell is Kane doing here?
Just kidding. I knew it was kidding.
So yeah, Biffle's in. I'd say deserved if Casey Kane was in there. What other news do we have in NASCAR? Let's look here. I'm just scrolling through J-Ski right now, seeing what's happening.
Real penalties that happened this week. It's kind of a dead week, to be honest.
Yeah, Martinsville was fine. There's not really much to talk about. From Denny and Bubba had an issue. We'll hear more about that later in the program with our new segment. So what are our opinions on how to fix this short track package? So we talked about groove tires, talked about horsepower going up. Is there any other options that we have? Or
only thing I can think about is just more horsepower because they've shortened the spoiler enough to where it's almost not even there. It's like what, 2 inches now?
Yeah, it's hard.
It's like you can't. I feel like maybe picking the cars up off the ground a little more, maybe.
Whoa.
Tires
are definitely not.
Maybe that'll help. But I think really it's if you get groove tires, not only will it help the tire fall off, but you'll have less grip in the turns, so they'll be sliding a lot more.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think that's got to be the move.
Any opinions, Sal, Maddie?
So one thing that seems to have hurt the race in the last couple years is that it's too cold. I know last year that was a really big problem.
Run in the summer.
Yeah, that's where I was going.
One Martinsville race in the summer. That's all we
move
need.
This race a little bit back, like whenever mid-April or maybe even what's after April? May. Like when it's warmer than what it is right now, because just try that out and then try to fix or see if that works out.
Yeah, I think the groove tires are a good idea. I think moving it back to try to from like a weather factor is a good idea. I would honestly like NASCAR to try to do something kind of like F1 and come out with different tire compounds. I don't know how that. I don't know how that would work in NASCAR, but I think it definitely makes F1 interesting from that perspective.
Yeah, but I think F1 is also suffering from the same problem where they're just becoming one-stop races every race when there used to be like a lot of 2, 3, even 4-stop races. So,
they're having the same problem as where their tires.
There's not enough tire. Didn't they like try that?
Yeah, bitch. Get dunked on.
Muted.
I was wondering if the comments were working. We were 15 minutes in for this. Where's do you still have Spencer muted? Is that?
No. Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Spencer, check in.
I don't know how a tire compound thing would work in NASCAR. Different tire compounds.
They tried it and it didn't do it. They tried to.
I didn't even know they tried it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's pretty.
In an all-star race, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
did the tires even make a difference?
Not really.
No.
Yeah,
but they did it like on a super. They did like a super speedway package. So like
that makes sense.
Oh, well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was hard to kind of tell. Yeah.
So let's talk. I get an article here about some driver complaints about this package and the track. Let's read some of this. Okay.
Oh. All right.
So Hamlin said it's terrible
at Martinsville.
So then he says the package is terrible. It's either the package or the tires. You can't pass. Cars that I was lapping 10 laps before we caught a caution, and I couldn't pass them for second. It's very difficult. Next gen racing is all about strategy, execution on pit road. That's who wins. Rarely does the car that dominates or the best car win. Simply because you can't control the race when you need to. At least we couldn't. Larson said he didn't notice anything different with the package here compared to last year.
I mean, not a whole lot changed. Still couldn't pass last year. Yeah. Can't pass this year. I mean, it was a little more passing, but
I mean, I don't think Denny's wrong. I think one of the big things that we've been saying since the next gen cars came out is that tire fall off isn't a thing. It's basically a matter of when you come out of pit road. A lot of it's just position based now, to where if you're out in front, it's going to be really hard for someone else to catch you, regardless of who the driver is.
Here's an interesting thing from Logano. I really like this part of it. I'm pretty sure everybody's kind of saw it. It's really challenging to pass still. It's kind of interesting how some tracks it's definitely improved, and at some tracks it hasn't. Richmond was a much better race. Here at Martinsville, I'd say we probably have to go back to the drawing board to try and find something else to help the racing a little bit more. They gave us a box with cars that are all identical. Well, we're all going to end up running the same speed for the most part. When all the cars are within a tenth of a second of each other, you can't pass. There's got to be more speed differential through the field. So that part is interesting to me, because that, I think, is going to be more of a problem as this car ages. Because there's not many different things that you can do.
Right. When everybody has to have the same exact parts from the same exact vendor, everybody's going to have the same exact car. There's not much you can do at all.
Yeah, and I think, are we too late to go turn back? I think we are, because
I don't
think they're rid of departments that are fabrication. You can't just find fabricators. That would be a really, really bad. I wouldn't have minded some parts being single source vendored, but not to the degree that we went here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I think that was a big mistake. Or I think that we should allow modification to a degree, maybe, because then that will allow teams to find an advantage. I'd say have it draw a line with it somewhere, but let the teams play around with it and let innovation win. I think they took an interesting part about NASCAR. That's also one of the more interesting parts about Formula One. Whenever the new 2022 cars for Formula One came out, all the teams had different side pods on the car.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see whose design was going to work the best. You had Mercedes with virtually no side pods and Ferrari with in-ground pool shaped side pods. And it was really interesting to see whose team was more innovative and better at making the car. In NASCAR now, there's not much of that. And that was the thing that I found to be interesting in the past was like which team was able to manipulate the car to the best of their ability within the rules. Or maybe not even within the rules. But still, I think that's something that we've lost. T-Rex car, legendary. I just think that I think it's a big mistake, to be honest, the direction that it's going in. And I don't know if it's going to get better, and that really concerns me. So do we think that there's a way to fix it, or are we already past it?
It's too late. I mean,
yeah,
you can't go back to an old car. Like that's not something
you
NASCAR.
can't.
It's unprecedented. They've never done it, and I don't think they need to, quite frankly, because let's face it, what was the last car's short track package like? Not better than this one. I'd argue it was definitely much worse. The last iteration of the Gen 6 car with the high downforce, that fucking tall ass spoiler.
Well, they did the 750 low downforce at the
but I still don't think that package is better than
Martinsville is way better, specifically.
Oh yeah.
Martinsville maybe, because Martinsville's like the most unique track that
I'd say
they
it's
run in
so
NASCAR.
hit or miss though, because like Richmond was a banger.
Yeah.
And that track is
I think Phoenix was an upgrade too. Phoenix was not terrible when they ran Phoenix.
Only China. I don't know you, man. I just got a call from Shanghai. They're trying to steal my credit card information or something.
Whoa.
Wait, what were you saying, Wessel? I'm sorry.
I don't know. You got me off track.
That's all right.
Let's move on.
This show stinks.
Yeah.
Hey,
we are back on air. I didn't get us canceled last week, so we were good.
Bro, we were as close as we could have been to getting canceled last week. That was the end of that was just brutal. There's a headline here: Larson gets his clock. That's a little sus. I like this one. Let's talk about Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He is 13th in points still.
He ran pretty well yesterday.
Yeah, I think he has the 5th best average finish in NASCAR this year.
Jesus.
Which is like, I'll see if I'm right on that. But if that's... Yo, let's see. Why is it so complicated? Okay, I'm just going to go to Racing Reference for this. This should have what I'm looking for. Okay. So if we look at average finish right now, I'm not going to count Travis Pastrana and Riley Herbst, because technically Riley Herbst has the best average finish in NASCAR Cup Series this year. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is 8th in average finish. Ahead of Ryan Blaney, Joey Logano, Kyle Larson, Tyler Reddick. Like, that's kind of wild to me. Like, he wins Daytona, okay, but Ricky Stenhouse Jr. would be a playoff driver regardless right now.
Yeah, and you're going to a super speedway.
I feel like, is this the Michael McDowell effect?
Is it?
Because Michael McDowell won the 500, and then they're like, okay, we actually have to like put some shit into this car now. Like,
I mean, so
let's see with these cars. I don't know if you can actually. Can you still? You still think you can put more into it?
Yeah,
you never put more effort into your cars.
Yeah. I mean, the setup and everything.
You might have all the same parts, but they all go together.
The window is smaller.
Differently. Yeah.
Like, you can't get as much of an advantage. You still have room to gain on people, and that has to do with the engine package, Chevy has better engines than at some tracks than the Toyotas or the Fords, and vice versa. But I'll read this stat line to you: 1 win, 2 top 5s, 4 top 10s. Those are 2 drivers so far. Who are they?
Stenhouse.
Yeah, that's 1.
Reddick.
No.
1 win, 2 top 5s,
Maddie's
4
looking.
top 10s. I'm not looking.
Don't cheat, Matt.
I'm not looking.
I'm trying to even think of who's won this year. Is it Logano? No, I don't even
Kyle
think
Busch.
It is Kyle Busch, yeah.
Kyle
So
Busch.
Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Busch have virtually the same stats so far this year, at least in that category.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it is. Christopher Bell's been rock
one
solid.
thing
He's
that
the
I think
points
is
leader.
like kind of a key stat that's kind of been popping up lately is average running position. What is that?
I like that. Let me see if I can get that.
Because I feel like Kyle definitely probably has a better average running position.
Let's see. Bro, why does the Times Union have this? That's our local newspaper. Here's the top 10 in average running position right now.
It's the Times Union actually has it?
Yes.
That is wild.
Shout out Times Union, man. Denny third. I'm surprised with Byron. I know he's run. I guess he's had bad luck like late in the races.
I can believe Byron being number one.
Yeah.
You got to think about Richmond, where he ran up front most of the race.
The races that he's won, he's mostly been up front for almost all of them.
So that's the top.
And then 10. The 2 races he won, he dominated both of them. I mean,
they just. How's this on the Laredo? What the hell? It's the same thing. What are we doing? It's everywhere. It's the same thing. Okay, let's see if I can get this. I want to see like
more than the top 10.
Yeah. Bro, I don't want to see by track. I just want to see. I don't know if I'm going to find it. I look at this? No. This is a nice little layout they got here. This is lovely. Class D, Ricky Stenhouse.
Wow. Notice how they had Bowman as B and Byron as A?
They have Josh Berry as A.
Hell yeah, Berry. That boy, he's an A driver. What?
I think they're meaning more of the equipment he's in, but it was different. Yeah, Bowman's a B. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Bowman's a B. Larson's A. Kevin Harvick's B. What? Byron's a B.
I'm not sure what this is.
I don't know. What does that mean? This class?
I don't know. Let's see who the A drivers are.
Boy.
Jordan Taylor? I guess everybody in the 9 was A.
What?
Olga Bowman was the 5th.
Respectfully, Ryan Blaney should be like here.
Yeah, I don't know what the class is.
That doesn't make sense.
It might be your team. No, because Bowman's B.
Is this even updated? Isn't Bell the points leader?
No, they're 9 races in. Yeah.
Was Chastain the points leader?
Bell is the points leader.
Is he?
So this is just wrong.
Yes. Bell is the points leader at 302. Chastain's at 297.
What's going on? What do we got going here? Hey, Spencer's here.
There he is.
He's in the house. Spencer had a rough
You're
night
late,
last night.
buddy.
He's a little late, isn't he? Okay. Should we do picks?
Doing picks?
Sure.
Hi, Spencer. Let's pick. So I gotta get the order and everything. I'm not prepared, but that's fine. Okay. So this week we're on to the place. Bradley won last week with Joey Logano. So I do believe Sal picks first here with William Byron. Sal, who do you got?
Give me Brad Keselowski.
Brad K is the first pick from Sally. And then next, is it JB or is it? Let's see. No, it's Matt. Matty picked Harvick, who finished 20th. So, Matty, who you got?
We're going Ryan Blaney.
Whoa.
I'm going with
my pick. That was gonna be my pick.
I'm going with my dude.
With Matty's dude. Next up is who picked Bell. That's JB, and I'll let you know who he's picking. He's picking. That's a big pick from him. Joey Logano.
Wow. There's a lot of swings for a super speedway.
Tell you what, I'm not.
I don't think I am either. I need to look at some back markers real quick. Hold up.
BJ McLeod.
I don't know how many. I'm running out of back markers to pick, guys.
You already picked BJ McLeod. Jesus.
Tegan is next. He's picking Corey LaJoy.
Wild.
Is Joey Gase running this race?
Bro, Joey Gase has won like 2 years.
Shows how much I know, huh?
I am picking Todd Gilliland.
That's a good pick.
Thank you.
Am I next or
it's
Bradley?
You, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. Let me. Let me see. I like. Fuck, I've used him too. Oh my! I am out of back markers, dude. I am out. I'm struggling.
You can play like mid-level drivers for this.
Yeah,
You could always use Ty Dillon. He's not very good.
I'll take. Give me Austin Cindric.
Okay. All the Penske drivers are off the board, and Bradley's going to pick Zane Smith.
It's a good pick.
It is. I think everybody made a good pick, to be honest. I'm not a big fan of JB's pick, to be honest, but I wouldn't pick Joey Logano here. He might do well.
I was thinking about taking Denny, but
yeah, I wouldn't.
I'm not going to swing with Denny Hamlin on a super speedway.
So, is it bad that I'm not excited for Dega? I haven't enjoyed the super speedway. Like, I just haven't. It's not been good to me. Like, I haven't liked many of the super speedway races that have happened. I didn't like Daytona. I mean, it was all right, but I don't like this whole 2-lane conveyor belt racing.
Yeah, it doesn't really get it interesting until like there's 8 or 9 laps left in a stage, and then the race as overall as a thing.
Yeah, it's just kind of disappointing because it used to be like, at least with Gen 6, it was so much fun, super speedway racing. But now it just seems like it's not the same. And that kind of stinks because Gen 6 really had good super speedway racing throughout, like the whole time. And we really lost that with the next gen car. And I think that needs to be talked about as much as the short track package. Because that's our biggest like attraction in like a form of racing. So if that's not good, then the casual fans aren't going to watch, you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of disappointing.
Yep. For sure.
But I don't know what they can do really to change that. Like what can you do?
Yeah, because then you've got the manufacturers all have like different bodies, so I think you don't have much like bumping unless like it's a Ford bumping a Ford because
I don't think that has anything to do with it. I'm just saying what can they do with the car to change it? I'm not sure what, because they're so draggy. They have to do something about that. That really kind of makes them not able to go 3 wide. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. It'll be Talladega, so we'll see something exciting. Just really not a positive like outlook on NASCAR, to be honest, right now. Like I would say things were going in a positive direction. Like last year, I thought like vibes were good, even though we did have the short track struggles and the super speedway issues, but vibes were high. I don't know if they are high anymore. Ratings are going down. 1.5 have been iffy so far this year. Super speedway package not good. Short track package better, but not good at Martinsville. Bristol Dirt might be dead. I mean, not a great time. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like we went in the wrong direction with the next gen car. I think it was a mistake, but we'll see. We'll let it play out. But there does need to be changes made pretty soon. Otherwise, NASCAR's going to lose people watching at a high rate, and they already kind of are.
I'll be honest. I have not I watched Martinsville.
Yeah,
but like the last 2 weeks, I really haven't.
Yeah,
at all.
It's just, and Fox doesn't really help. I don't think. there were so many times where they were calling action and wasn't on the screen.
Yeah, that's happened.
Yeah, I noticed that a lot during the race.
That's happened a lot overall this year.
There was at one point wild. When who was it that got into it with Blaney? I think it was like kind of midway through the race or
McDowell.
Yeah, it was Blaney McDowell. So they showed them like sending each other in the corners, and then you hear Mike Joy with a. Not only that, they were door banging on the backstretch, something like that, and they just don't show it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just
very cool.
It's really tough to watch because then we see people hitting each other, but we don't actually know like the backstory of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I totally missed Denny and Ross Chastain wrecking each other at Phoenix, which was like the biggest feud in NASCAR, and they missed that. So,
hopefully it'll be better when they go to NBC Sports and Peacock.
I actually think it will be. I think Rick Allen's much worse, but I think the coverage is actually better. And Rick Allen shows some excitement sometimes, and Dale Jr. is the best thing about commentating in the sport right now. Oh yeah, Spencer cluing you in, dude. It was a mess yesterday.
Oh yeah,
the servers are going down. Oh no.
Yeah, we started at 8:40.
Oh my god,
that's how long it took for us to get it set up.
His server's going down,
bro. It was me. I had to be him.
Oh my god,
Mike hosted.
It wouldn't work with anybody else hosting it, and I was like, "Can I?" And Tegan was about. We were about to like cancel the race for the night. I was like, "Can I try a lobby?" And Tegan's like, "Sure, whatever." It worked. So here we are. Bang. Is it time for our new segment?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Here we go. Let me sign in on it. Wait, how do I? Okay, try. Yeah. So I'll sign in. You guys can't see this.
You don't got to show it yet.
I know. I'm getting in. Okay. So here's our new segment.
You're welcome.
It's Chat GPT time, baby.
Yes.
All right. What story do we want it to tell?
Oh. I got to keep it racing themed. Keep it NASCAR.
Denny Hamlin and Bubba Wallace argue about their on-track incident.
Spell their right.
There.
Oh, it is right. It is right. You're right. Never mind.
Dude. I'm
sorry.
I'm educated. Hulk Hogan. Did I spell it wrong?
I think you did.
No, it's right.
Is it? No, yeah, it's right in that. Okay. I don't know why it's got the squiggly line under it. For some reason, I kept thinking it was supposed to be apostrophe RE, but that's not the right one. There.
Take Denny Hamlin's side and denounce Bubba Wallace. Eminem makes a rap song about how Hogan and Larson are racist.
I don't think it's gonna take that.
Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay.
You can edit. Hey.
Oh, hold on. What?
You can go up and edit that.
Oh, I don't want to hit that.
Okay, Mike, look. Go to yeah. There you go. Boom. And then you can type on it. There you go. And then you save and submit when you're done.
Appropriate dialect
for Hulk Hogan
or Hogan and Eminem. Bro.
Oh, because it would perpetuate conflict because they're disagreeing with each other.
Have a friendly disagreement.
I don't think it's that. I think it's the racism, to be honest.
Bro, it's not. Okay.
Well, wait, it's doing it. It's doing it. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We got something going on.
Okay, hold on.
I think also part of the problem is that you told it to use Eminem's dialect, right?
Yeah.
And, doesn't exactly like that.
Let me tell you something, brother. Denny Hamlin did nothing wrong, dude. But Wallace needs to learn how to race clean and fair. Hamlin is a champion, brother.
No, oh my God.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He deserves respect on the track.
No,
he's not.
Larson goes, I agree with the Hulkster, man. Denny Hamlin is a great driver, and he didn't do anything wrong. Bubba Wallace needs to learn how to take responsibility for his mistakes and move on. Hold up. Wait a minute. I got to set the record straight. Hogan and Larson, y'all got it wrong, mate. Bubba Wallace is a talented racer, and he's got skills. Don't be hating on him just because he's got a different set of wheels. It's not about black or white. It's about racing right. We need to treat each other with respect and not engage in a fight. So let's all take a step back and listen to each other's views. That's the only way we'll learn and improve. That's interesting.
Bars by Eminem.
Yeah, he cooked. This one was an all-timer.
Oh my God.
The Dog the Bounty Hunter one that went on. Look how long that went on.
Gosh.
Scott Steiner math.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, you didn't have the one about does Wessel still have the one about Jeff Gordon and how he'd like to speak to us about road
It's in our text messages. Yeah.
I just want what was the prompt that you used for that?
Ooh, I don't have that anymore. I don't know.
Okay. It was like Hulk Hogan and someone.
No,
wrestling.
it's Jeff Gordon interrupts a wrestling match between Hulk Hogan
and Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll give the same one?
Remember to use Hulk Hogan's correct dialect also.
This one was the best if it pops up with the same exact story.
Wait, use Joe Biden's correct dialect too. I would be interested to see what pops up for that. Please.
Yeah, I don't remember what I'm in the ring for.
Jeez, man.
What, Jeff Gordon's introducing himself as a special guest?
Hold on. In the middle of a wrestling match between Hulk Hogan and Joe Biden, Jeff Gordon steps into the ring holding a microphone. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest tonight. Please welcome NASCAR legend Jeff Gordon. He's Jeff Gordon. He's Jeff Gordon. The crowd cheers as Jeff Gordon makes his way to the center of the ring. Hey, brother, what brings you here? Jeff goes, well, Hulk, I just wanted to say that it's an honor to be here with you and the Vice President of the United States. But I have to ask, what's going on here? I thought this was a wrestling match.
Wait, why does he refer to Joe?
So the knowledge. Well, it should know that he was elected president in 2020, right? Okay, so some things it's going to be off about because it only has knowledge of up to September of 2021.
Gotcha. But he was president.
But he was elected. And that's weird. Yeah. I don't know. That's wild.
Joe goes, well, Jeff, sometimes you got to step out of your comfort zone and try new things. And what better way to do that in the ring with Hulkamania? That's right, brother. We're just having a little fun. We can always use another wrestler. Why don't you join us?
Oh, my God.
Thanks for the offer, Hulk, but I'll stick to my day job. I just wanted to make sure everyone's having a good time. Well, brother, we sure are. But if you change your mind, you know where to find us. Speaking of having a good time, Jeff, I wanted to ask you your experience as a race car driver. I've always been fascinated by the speed and precision of NASCAR. Absolutely, Mr. Vice President. NASCAR is all about pushing yourself to the limit and being the best you can be. It's an honor to represent the sport and inspire others to follow their dreams. That's right, brother. And speaking of pushing yourself to the limit, I think it's time to get back to the match. You guys mind stepping out of the way? No problem, Hulk. We'll let you get back to it. Good luck out there. That was way too friendly. We don't like that.
Yeah.
All right. Do we have any other ideas for this? Let's think.
Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Oh God.
I don't think it knows about the Chris Rock and Will Smith.
Oh,
incident.
you're right. It's 2021. That's right.
It doesn't. Kanye West interrupts Taylor Swift Grammy acceptance speech. Hulk Hogan comes out and challenges
Kanye
to a match. Dog the bounty hunter stands in the corner. Cody Ware dances and is arrested.
Cody Ware dances and is arrested for it.
What do they want? What's wrong with them? What's the inappropriate language?
Hold on. Let me full screen this. I can't. Okay. Oh, okay. So
Oh, okay.
there we go. Yeah, I think sometimes you have to tell it to make it a story because it thinks that you're like trying to find an event that has happened, and it'll be like, that's something that has not happened before.
Oh my gosh, this is a little.
Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish, but Beyonce had
still
one of the
going.
best videos of all time. One of the best videos of all time. Oh my God, thank you so much. I can't believe I won this award. Hey, brother, what are you doing interrupting this young lady's speech? That's not cool, man. You should apologize and make things right. Who are you talking to, brother? I'm the king of the world, the greatest of all time.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
But in the wrestling ring, I'm the champion, brother. So why don't you put your money where your mouth is and face me in a match? Dog goes, yeah, brother. I'm with Hulk on this one. You need to show some respect, Kanye. Cody Ware. Yo, what's up, guys? Let's dance. Cody, what are you doing? It's a serious business, brother. Yeah, Cody, we're trying to teach Kanye some manners here. I don't listen to any of you. I do what I want. Please, Kanye, just let me have my moment. That's right, brother. You need to learn to respect others and their accomplishments. Now, are you going to step in the ring with me or not? Choice is yours, Kanye. You can either face Hulk in the ring or apologize to Taylor and everyone else you've disrespected. Come on, Kanye. Don't be a fool. Apologize and let's all dance together. In the end, it was up to Kanye to decide what to do. Would he face Hulk Hogan in the ring and learn a lesson about respect?
He faces Hogan in the ring
and try to make amends for his past behavior.
No.
Continue. Oh, here we go. You think you'd take me in the ring, brother? Well, I accept your challenge.
Let's go.
Let's see what you got. That's what I like to hear, brother. You've got guts. I'll give you that. But let me warn you, when you step into that ring with me, you're in for the fight of your life, brother. Yeah, brother, Hulk is no joke. He's been in this business for decades, and he knows how to take down even the toughest opponents. Yo, this is going to be epic. Can't wait to see what happens. Why is Cody Ware still here? As the crowd cheered and the stage was set for the big match, Taylor Swift looked on with a mixture of excitement and concern. She knew that Kanye was a formidable opponent, but she also knew that Hulk Hogan was a legend in the wrestling world. The match was intense, with both Kanye and Hulk exchanging blows and executing impressive maneuvers. The crowd was on the edge of their seats as the two wrestlers battled it out in the ring. In the end, it was Hulk Hogan who emerged victorious. pinning Kanye down for the count of 3. As the crowd cheered, Kanye laid on the mat, exhausted and humbled by his defeat. Hulk Hogan extended a hand to Kanye, helping him up and congratulating him on a hard-fought match. You put up a good fight, brother. I respect that, and I hope you've learned something from this experience. Yeah, I have. I realize now that I need to show more respect to others and their accomplishments. Thank you for teaching me that lesson, Hulk.
No.
That's what we like to hear, brother. We all make mistakes, but it's how we learn from them that counts. Yo, can we all just dance now? I'm itching to bust a move. And so the four of them danced the night away,
was getting arrested,
celebrating their victories and newfound appreciation for one another. It was a lesson in humility, respect, and the power of redemption. What happened to Taylor Swift? Is she just still standing there? Poor Swift. All right, that's it for the first edition of Chat GPT time.
I think we had much better ones the other day.
Dude, the Jeff Gordon Hulk Hogan one was an all-timer.
Yeah, the first rendition of the one we did. Should I read that one? Did we read that one?
Yeah, you can.
It's in our text messages.
Yeah. Do you want to read that, and I'll hit the Hogan parts?
Hold on. Where are we at here? Okay, it's the first long one. Okay.
I can read it if you want.
Go ahead.
As Jeff Gordon, the former NASCAR driver, walked into the wrestling arena, the crowd buzzed with anticipation. He had been invited for a special guest for this highly anticipated match between wrestling legends Hulk Hogan and Joe Biden.
Jeff Gordon, noted wrestling legend.
Yes. Jeff Gordon, known for his fearless attitude both on and off the racetrack, was no stranger to the limelight. As the match unfolded with Hulk Hogan and Joe Biden grappling and trading blows, Jeff Gordon watched from ringside, enjoying the action. However, it didn't take long for things to take an unexpected turn. As Hogan and Biden were locked in a heated exchange, Jeff Gordon suddenly jumped into the ring, causing the crowd to erupt in shock and confusion. He grabbed the microphone and addressed the wrestlers, demanding their attention. He said, "Hey, hold on a second," Jeff Gordon exclaimed, his voice booming over the loudspeakers. "As thrilling as this match is, there's something more important that needs to be addressed." Hogan and Biden paused their match, both looking at Jeff Gordon with surprise. The audience held their breath, eager to hear what the racing legend had to say. "I'm here to talk about the importance of road safety," Jeff Gordon declared passionately. "As a professional race car driver, I know firsthand the risks of reckless driving and the devastating consequences it can have. It's important for everyone, including public figures like yourself, to set a positive example and promote safe driving habits." Hogan and Biden exchanged puzzled glances, but Jeff Gordon continued undeterred. "I know you both have big followings and influence, and you can make a real difference by spreading awareness about safe driving practices," Jeff Gordon urged, gesturing towards the crowd. "Let's use our platforms to promote more responsible driving and help save lives on the road." His words struck a chord with the audience, and they responded with applause and cheers. Hogan and Biden nodded in agreement, realizing the significance of Jeff Gordon's message. With the impromptu interruption and the important message delivered, Jeff Gordon left the ring, allowing Hogan and Biden to resume their match. However, the event had taken an unexpected turn, and the importance of road safety was now at the forefront of everyone's mind. From that moment on, the wrestling match took on a new tone, with Hogan and Biden incorporating messages about road safety into their performances. The event became a platform for promoting responsible driving habits, and Jeff Gordon's unexpected interruption sparked a meaningful conversation about the importance of road safety that resonated with the audience and beyond.
By God, he just hit him with the parallel parking.
Oh my God, the defensive driving! Oh, he's looking for the safe blinker usage.
It's a U-turn out of nowhere.
A legal U-turn out of nowhere. Not one of them illegal ones. All right, that's the show. It's been real. Good episode, folks. Take us home, music. Wait for it to hit. This music, it sounds like he's getting blown right now. Maddie's in his bag down there. Ready for it? Yo, Sal, freestyle.
No.
Matt, freestyle. Wessel freestyle. It's Michael Woodman here, and I got a lot to say. This podcast is over, so I'm going away.